What is going on, everyone? Kingdom Tacticians here with another video, and today we actually took a trip to CMP in Talladega, Alabama, or Civilian Marksmanship Program for those who aren't as familiar. Now, CMP offers a range of different options for your guns, if it's ARs, if it's pistols, shotguns, all the way to 3D archery. So whether it's going out on the range and going for competition or taking your friends and family and having a good day, they offer something to cover all of those. Myself, my dad, and Chad went out today because we wanted to get requalified on the 100, 200, 300, and 600 yard ranges. Now, there's quite a few things you have to do to be able to qualify. They're not too extremely difficult, but you do have to hit the marks, especially depending on who it is you get that's over the range you're at that has the ability to qualify you. We're going to talk about all that and more in this video. Before we do that, if you guys haven't already and you enjoy what we talk about here today, make sure to comment below and let us know. And if you're new, leave a sub on the page, leave a like on the video, and let's get into it. Now, in order to be able to qualify on the 100 and 200 yard ranges are a little more strict, if you will, than the 300 and 600 yards. Now, in case you've never seen a target kind of like the ones we were looking at, here's an example. Now, for all four ranges, you have to get 3 or 4 more consecutive shots within the black area. For the 100 and 200 yard ranges, however, it's a little more specific. They actually want you to get those 3 or 4 consecutive shots, but in a tight group, something like shown here. Once you've done that and they qualify you, they're going to give you a card. At least at CMP they do it this way. They give you a card, and whoever it is that's over the range you're at has a little snipper, as I like to call them, and can come around and can actually tag the 100 yard range option for you, and then you can move on to the 200 and the 300. And with CMP, at least in our area, the 200, 300, and 600 are in the same range, but you do have to be qualified on the 100, I think it's the 200, and then the 600. Now, for the 300 and the 600 ranges, it's a little more lenient, I guess is probably the best word there. Again, like I said earlier, that's where the whole whoever is over your range kind of comes into play. One of the guys that was over ours was okay with my groups being a little more spread out on the 300, but then the guy that all of us got on the 600 was a little more strict on what he wanted to see. At the end of the day, what he wanted to see before qualifying us was 3 or more shots consistently in the black, but he also wanted to see them very tightly grouped at 600 yards. That being said, this is actually the card you end up getting, and that's here. So it's the 100 and the 600, and as you can see, we did get snipped and qualify for both. But needless to say, it wasn't exactly the easiest thing to do. However, I'll give a little bit of props to myself and my dad and Chad. We went down there with like 2.5 hours left, and by the time we were re-upped and all of our paperwork, we had about 2 hours. So in a 2-hour time frame, we qualified on 4 different range lengths, and I think that's pretty darn good. All things being said, it was a really good day. It was fantastic weather. We got to talk to some of the guys who were there and learned a ton from them. So if you're near or around the Talladega, Alabama area and you've got some guns and want to either go do some competitive shooting or take the family out for a fun day, CMP has got you covered. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of what our shot day looked like, range day, if you will. We've got a whole bunch more coming in terms of hunting, guns we're using, some builds we're taking care of, and then as we go forward, there will be more stuff you guys will see, and we're just happy to take you guys along for the ride. It would not be a Kingdom Tacticians video, though, if we didn't tell you that God loves you. We love you. God has a perfect plan for you. It's one to prosper you and not to harm you. And that being so comes our motto: pray, provide, and protect.